Okay, welcome to the first lesson on how to play the Riqq. Now the Riqq is a type of tambourine that is played throughout North Africa and the Middle East. This particular Riqq, which is the original style and how it is made out of wood with mother of pearl inlay, brass jingles, and then fish skin. This is a stingray fish skin from the Nile River. Okay, so when we play the Riqq, we have to learn the language of the drum, which consists of three sounds: Doum, Tek, and Es. And whether you're playing the darbuka, the Riqq, the bendir, which is the frame drum, or even the congas, they all speak the same language. So we have to know the language of the drum. And also when we play and we speak the language of the drum, we have to know how to breathe with it, okay? Which is what we're gonna learn today, and the basic ways of how to hold the Riqq and the sounds, okay? So there's two main ways to hold the Riqq. There's the cabaret style, like this, and the classical style, like this. So we're gonna start with the cabaret style. And basically, you're gonna look inside your Riqq, and where you see the nail between the jingles, you're gonna put your thumb of your left hand, if you're a righty, okay? If you're a righty, you're gonna hold the Riqq with your left hand, all right? You're gonna put your thumb just where the nail is, and you're gonna press in on the jingles, like so, okay? And then your first finger is gonna hold the skin on the Riqq on the other side of the nail, okay, where the nail is coming on, where the wood is here, all right? Right where the skin meets the wood here, okay? So this is how you hold it. Now, playing the Riqq is really a balancing act, okay? And it can be a little heavy at first, so you have to get used to it. But in order to balance it, you kind of want to lean it down a little bit. Because if you hold it like this, it's going to wobble all over. And we really want to control it. So we lean it down like so, all right? Now, for the Doum sound, we're going to use our right hand, our pointer finger. This part, okay, I guess this top node right here, we're gonna play right in this position of the Riqq, okay? And it's a wrist motion, and you let your hand bounce off. You gotta be loose with it. And we play doom, 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 doom. And the Doum sound is where we breathe with the rhythm. So as we practice, we'll be able to breathe with the Doum, all right? Because we want to line up our breathing with the rhythm so we can stay relaxed, and that will enable us to stay focused and in control of the rhythm, and when we play faster, we can stay more relaxed, all right? So, Doum, 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 Doum. Now to play the Tek in the cabaret style, we're gonna use our middle finger, and we're gonna play on this jingle down here, okay? So while we're still holding it, like so, we're gonna play Tek, 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 Tek. So, Doum, Tek, Doum, Tek, Doum, Tek, Doum, Tek, Doum, Tek. The third sound is the S sound. We're gonna play the S with our left middle finger. While we're still holding the jingles, we're gonna play S, 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 S. So, Doum, Tek, S, Doum, Tek, S, Doum, Tek, S, Doum, Tek, S, Doum, S. Okay, very good. So as we learn rhythms, at first we want to say them, okay? And then when we become confident with the rhythm, we can just think them and say them inside, all right? So the next way of holding the Riqq is the cabaret style. So you see my hands are like so. If you look here, my thumb is between this set of jingles and this set of jingles, and my other thumb is between the other set of jingles, like so, okay? And our fingers are here, all right. Now, we're going to use our first finger again to play the Doum. So, Doum, 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 Doum. And then the Tek, after we play the Doum, our hand is going to go here. And basically, our first fingers are kind of putting some pressure on the skin to make it tight. So then we play Tek with our third finger on the edge of the drum where the skin meets the wood. Okay? Tek, 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 doum, tek. So the S is going to be the same as the tek with our third finger on the left hand. S, 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 S. Doum, tek, S, doum, tek, S, tek, S, doum, tek, S. Okay, very good. Once you get comfortable with that, you can try to play the doum with your third finger on your right hand, okay? It's a little tricky, but if you can get the hang of this, this will make, it'll make it much easier to play certain passages, certain rhythms on the Riqq, and when you want to switch between the cabaret style and the classical style, it'll be easier to switch because basically you can keep on holding the Riqq while you play the doum. Doum. You see, my hand is still positioned on the Riqq, and it's just doum, 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 tek, S, doum, tek, S, doum, tek, S. But I would say first get comfortable with the doum with your first finger, and then when you're comfortable with that, you can try the doum with your third finger. Now, once we know those two styles of playing, we have to practice switching between them. So we're going to switch between the cabaret style and then the classical style. We're going to play 4 times each of doum, tek, S. So for example, doum, tek, S, 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 doum, tek, S. Okay, now the trick is when you're switching from the classical style back to the cabaret style, your last S is going to have to be on the jingle because you're going to have to switch the way you hold it to get ready to play the next style. Okay? So we're going to try that. I'm going to count to 3, and then we're going to play that rhythm 4 times in the cabaret position and 4 times in the classical, and we're going to keep on going back and forth. Okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Doum, tek, S, 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 doum. A little faster. Tek, S, doum, tek, S. Okay, very good. Now we'll add a variation. So the variation will go like this. Doum, tek, S, doum, tek, S, tek, S, 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 doum, tek, S, tek, S, doum, tek, S, doum, tek, S, tek, S, doum, tek, S. Tek Es, Doum Tek Es, Tek Es. Tek Es, Doum Tek Es, Tek Es. Okay, so let's learn a couple of cool styles to play the Riqq that we haven't talked about yet. So another way we could play it is by turning it, like so. All right, so when we turn it, we're gonna hit it on our hand. So it's a wrist motion here. Now make sure with your right hand, don't turn it like this. It's okay if your fingers angle a little bit, but basically you want to make the sound by turning the Riqq, not by turning your right hand, okay? See, my fingers are just turning a little bit, but my whole hand is not turning. Okay, so we're gonna add that into the first part of the rhythm. So we'll play like this. Doum Tek Es, Doum Tek Es, Tek Es, 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 Doum Tek Es, Doum Tek Es, Doum. Guess. Check it. Okay, now one last sound we'll try on the Riqq for today is shaking it like so. So you want to make it a quick shake. It's a wrist motion again. You really want to try to control the jingles. All right, we are going to try to put that where we play Doum Tek Es, Tek Es. So for example, we're gonna play like this. Doum Tek Es, Doum Tek Es, Tek Es, Doum Tek Es, Doum Tek Es, Tek Es, Doum Tek Es, Doum Tek Es, Tek Es, Doum Tek Es, Doum Tek Es, Doum Tek Es, 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 Tek Es. Tek Es, Doum. Okay, so there you have it. That's the first lesson on how to play the Riqq. I would say practice all these different parts independently at first. Get comfortable with each different sound in each different position to play the Riqq, and then you can start to practice with switching between the two positions and adding the turn and the shake and all that. But just take it step by step, take it slowly, and really try to be comfortable with each step at a time. The Riqq is a very challenging instrument, very beautiful, but yeah, there's a lot of dynamics to it, a lot of different ways to play depending on the style of music. So take your time with it and have fun. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Anything else you would like me to make a video about, please let me know. Also, if you'd like to join a community of drummers, if you'd like to learn more, check the link in my description or in the pinned comment. I have a community called The Language of the Drum, and there you will find PDF notations of the language of the drum, practice tracks to play along with, and also weekly online courses and full courses that I've recorded from the past. Okay? So until next time, stay in the rhythm.